And Ruzex here, back with another What If Naruto Had a Tailbeat Sharingan Part 8. So in this video, I'm going to be basically doing many things as an upcoming summary of the beginning of the Chunin exams of the Naruto Shippuden, of the Naruto normal anime / manga. So yeah, before we can start this video, I hope you guys can like this video and subscribe to my channel and put on notifications because it helps me a lot. Just 2 seconds, you guys can unsubscribe anytime you want, but it appreciates a lot. And let's get right into the video. So this is the time when Naruto is about to basically destroy. It's basically attacking the crystallized prison that is made by Haku to imprison Sasuke Uchiha in order to make sure half of them is about to be gone and to win by Zabuza killing the entire Team 7. But that comes with a big fail because Naruto is throwing kunais and and mini grenades at the we call it the fire grenades at the prison, at the ice mirror prison, but it's not working since it caused much more major high amounts of heat, which is told in the anime by Sasuke instead of Naruto, since Naruto in the anime is actually not a user of the fire style. But anyways, this is the part when Naruto is basically struggling in order to get Sasuke freed, and while Haku's still throwing pins at Sasuke because she wants to immediately take him down in order to go with the other opponent, which is Sakura, because she's guarding the Buildersman while the Buildersman is almost done with the bridge, and they have to stop the bridge before it reaches the end, so their mission will be finished as a victory on their side. But instead, in the anime, it's actually not. Spoiler alert. So yeah. And anyways, now Kakashi Sensei, he is on the other side of the bridge, which is basically 30 feet away from Naruto and Sasuke. He's fighting Zabuza, the real one, while Sakura is on the other side, fighting off clones of Zabuza to defend the Buildersmen from getting annoyed or probably attacked or distracted. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And on Sakura's side, but Kakashi, he has one Sharingan, and that Sharingan is the Mangekyo Sharingan, and that Mangekyo Sharingan has the power to do the special Jojutsu, which is called Kamui. It's basically able to transport a portal to another 3D dimension. And that Sharingan was, if you guys know about the Naruto series, that should be part of Obito Uchiha, which was in the Third Great Ninja War. It's basically a transplant of the eyes, but yeah. Anyways, that's like another story that we will talk about, but yeah, not now. So, what do you call it? Yeah, so now that Kakashi is literally about to be taken down from at least 3 clones and extract normal Zabuza, which is about to use his blade, and suddenly he slices Kakashi the 3rd time, and the blade that was destroyed, half of it was destroyed from Kakashi's Chidori, is now being repaired because that's the power of Zabuza's sword. If it uses its opponent's blood, it can be repaired by itself. That's one of its strengths with the 7 swordsman's sword. So yeah, fun fact, that's it. And yeah, anyways, let's just continue. And now Naruto is actually he's exhausted from all of his chakra, like how he did in part 7. He was already exhausted. Now he's completely out of chakra. He has chakra in order to live, but he cannot perform any jutsu. So instead, he just takes a deep breath and goes in his mind, which in his mind is Kurama, basically the cage and stuff, yeah. And he basically asks Kurama, can you lend me more chakra? Because he's worn out and he needs chakra in order to help his comrades from dying. But Kurama smirks and denies his request because that is one of the agreement in order to get the Sharingan, which I forgot to tell because Kurama is tired of giving people their chakra and using it in the wrong way. So Kurama says, I want to see you getting out of this one on your own. But Naruto immediately remembers something about the past. If Naruto did not use his Shadow Clone Jutsu before by using all of his strength, he would have not been Kurama. And if he did not met Kurama, Kurama in the future would have forcefully put his chakra in Naruto to make him use a cloak and get out of Naruto because he was tired of becoming a host of the Jinchuriki. So yeah. Now that happened, Naruto realizes that Kurama would, of course, have to give his chakra in order to get out. But now that Naruto and Kurama are pals, well, kind of pals, like they do like killing each other, but not really. But yeah, now that they do that, they're just Naruto remembers that he possesses the Tail Beast Sharingan, and the Tail Beast Sharingan possesses at least each of the 9 Tail Beasts portion, like 1/10 of their chakra, and 1/10 of their chakra is a lot since it's a Tail Beast. Let's just give an example. 1/10 of their chakra of all Tail Beasts is like 1,000 Shinobi's chakra in ones. Let's do that. It's pretty OP, but the problem is Naruto cannot use that Sharingan because that Sharingan is related to the Uchiha clan blood. So Naruto has to have contact with a person who has the Uchiha blood, or if he just magically gets the Uchiha clan blood and inserts it in him, then he can use it anytime he wants to. So that's when he realizes that Sasuke has the power. He's the second survivor of his clan since when he got assassinated by Itachi Uchiha, his elder brother. So after that, Naruto has to have in contact with Sasuke in order to regain his strength back in order to protect his comrades and his sensei, because his sensei is about to be taken down because he used his Sharingan many times by using the dojutsus by Zabuza and the other men. And Sakura is basically nothing but a weakling scrolling down, basically about to be taken down. And Sasuke is just already taken down, nothing but a useless brat. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Naruto, instead of you just using kunais, instead he has an idea. He just does a ninja dash in order to enter the prison by using a force field, because in the beginning of the anime there was nothing but just gaps in between it, but Sasuke cannot leave it because right after he was close to leave, Haku would throw pins at him and he would just fall back all the way down in an instant loop. So now that Naruto ninja dashes towards Sasuke, but in reality he thinks that if he comes in, with an Uchiha blood clan in, he can choose if he wants to have it all or if he just wants to keep going as normal body. So Naruto, instead, his goal currently is to just hold Sasuke and get out of the ice prison, because Haku died when Naruto was about to kill Zabuza. Haku protected Zabuza, and now Haku's dead. But apparently, the jutsu is still on. But in reality, if a person dies, then their jutsu that's been cast would have been destroyed, unless the reanimation jutsu. So yeah. And yeah, so now that the jutsu is still on, it is less caring, but the clones that are in the mirrors are still doing their job by their normal master, by throwing pins at Sasuke. So now that Naruto is about to hold Sasuke, and when he comes in contact immediately, lightning, no, not lightning, that would be like Attack on Titan. We call it. Basically, Naruto starts glowing with numerous amounts of energy. His chakra that was gone is now refreshed with immediate chakra. So most of his wounds are starting to heal, and he's starting to gain power. So now, right after that, I'll just do a meanwhile as Sakura. She is being taken down by over 48 men, and behind her, they're counting time, like 48, 47, 48. They're counting backwards of time, which makes Sakura curious of why they're doing that. Until suddenly she starts hearing people underground running and saying, "Run! Subject 423 has been unleashed." She does not know what does that mean, but the weird thing is that there's people under her, while in reality there's actually just ocean under her. That's scary. But according to the scientists of the gang who were taken down of that little city of the outskirts of the Hidden Leaf Village, they were trying to own the whole land by getting a new host of the water samurai. And in order to do that, you must have a host, and you must have their blood samples insert that host and have their chakra replaced into it, and then boom, they'll turn to the water samurai. And suddenly, a big blue beacon shattered behind Sakura, and she looks behind it. So she sees this man with full armor with 2 huge blades, and he comes rushing at her. And the men who were about to take down Sakura get scared because they do not know if that person is actually going to attack them, because that person with the 2 swords rushing to Sakura is actually that host who's now currently the blue samurai. So yeah. And immediately when the guy who holds the two-wielded swords rushes towards Sakura, gets one of the blades and shoves it through her, and now she's about to faint. She coughs out blood, a lot of them, and now the buildersman is very scared. But before Sakura faints, she uses a genjutsu, her last power, because right now she's a weakling. She cannot use all of her clan powers. So she uses her last chakra in order to make a genjutsu force field around the buildersman, so that the people around her cannot enter him. So he has enough time in order to live and do his job. So yeah, they think. Now I'm going to Kakashi's point of view of what's happening to him. So yeah, now Kakashi is basically being wrestled down straight to the ground by Zabuza and his men. Zabuza is using water style many times on him by putting mist, slicing him, and taking him down one by one. So Kakashi is worn out, one by doing Chidori 2 times, since that was his blow, and third, he is tired from getting sliced too many times by Zabuza's sword. Suddenly, Kakashi comes with a plan that may work, but it may not. So, Zabuza is rushing towards Kakashi-sensei with a blade that's rushing in order to end him. Well, at that moment, Kakashi put the hand signs, and he had enough chakra in order to do Mud-style Mud Wall Jutsu. Zabuza's sword is stuck now in the wall, and now the other people are trying to help Zabuza, but then that's where Kakashi wants them to do. Kakashi jumps up and uses partial power of the lightning style nature chakra of using this new jutsu that's called this jutsu called Chidori, but it's not going to be full size of the Chidori, a mini version of it, because he's very little known as chakra. So now that he uses his chakra while it's raining, because in that part it rains very often. So now that it's raining, water and electricity are not really that good. So he uses that, and all of the people who have contact with the rain and lightning have gotten paralyzed and killed. Zabuza is the only man remaining because he dodged it and coming far away by doing sidekicks and running away from it. Well, not running away, but like yelping out of the lightnings, and yeah. So now that Zabuza's almost down, all of his men are down, his sword stuck in the mud wall jutsu wall of the dog faces, and Kakashi is currently on the same situation how Zabuza is, but much more weaker than him, since he uses his last remaining chakra on the wall in order to budge the sword. Now, Kakashi Sensei is literally stuck, so he does not know what to do. Instead, something comes out of nowhere, and an arrow goes through Zabuza's leg. And that's like a third-party attack, which shocks Kakashi and Zabuza. They both look back and they see it's the gang members shooting Zabuza in order to end him, because Zabuza knows valuable information. If they take Zabuza's custody and manage him to get all the information, then they would be exterminated by the authorities of the Hidden Leaf Village, or probably be killed. So they want to end Zabuza because one, he's too strong to control, and second, he knows too much and he needs to be killed by the gang leader's face. So in order to end that, they must do something what they can do, which is one, ending Zabuza. That makes Zabuza much mad, and Zabuza is known as a Hidden Beast demon. And so far, he has not used his demon power, but in the reincarnation, in the 4th grade ninja war, he uses it, but we're going to use it earlier to show what he can do. And so yeah, he uses his power, and instead he forgets about Team 7. He grabs a kunai and unsheathes his mouth, which is like a shark, and immediately runs towards the gang members. But while they're shooting at him, he's dodging barely while being torn down. So he's fighting down. He kills at least 5 to 10 to 15 or more, and he manages to take them down. But while that, one of the gang leaders he got a sword and sliced it towards Zabuza's chest, which unsheathes his blood, and he's taken down. Well, Kakashi immediately sees that, so he throws his kunai at the gang leader's neck, and he falls down. Well, Zabuza's dying, just he is, from lost blood and too much chakra used, and basically he's gonna die sooner or later. So yeah, he's basically, that's when Naruto is he's at where he is currently, when he is full of chakra and he does not know what to do. So instead of that, he uses fire style again in order to break the ice mirror person in order to fix it, because he does not want any problems in order to face through it again, because if it keeps standing, people can get stuck into it and receive much more reserved trouble. So instead, now he's using his fire style, and now it finally works from the strength of the Sharingan of the real Uchiha clan bloodline. And now that happened, Naruto's running holding Sasuke in his hands, I think. And now that they ran away, the glass thing is now shattering and falling into nothing but abyss of chakra pieces shattering across the earth, crossing the shinobi world. And now I'm just gonna do a time skip of 3 to 5 days when they finally enter the Hidden Leaf Village, and Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura are now just walking and normally. And yeah, if you guys are thinking what happened to the water samurai, Naruto took him down by using using the 8th and 9th tail beast chakra, since he was still using the thing while Sakura was unconscious, and while Kakashi was too far to notice what was happening. So yeah, pretty much that's it. He just got defeated easily. And so yeah, now Naruto is actually he's pretty tired from all the attacking and stuff. So he asked Sakura and Sasuke that, where are we going? Sasuke just said, I'm going home, and Sakura said, me too. And Naruto is already bored, so he says, actually, want to go to Ichiraku Ramen, a treat on me. And Sasuke and Sakura are pretty hungry and pretty tired, and they probably don't want to waste their money, so they agreed, and they go to the Ichiraku Ramen and eat normally. And while Kakashi Sensei is actually in the third Hokage office reporting the mission if it was a victory or was a fail. So yeah, I'm going to be ending it here. Hope you guys like this video and subscribe to my channel and put on notifications, because it helps me a lot, and I hope I can receive at least 5 likes. And see you guys later on in the next video. Peace.